Hi, John. Nice to see you.
Hi, Judith. Good to see you too.
Thanks for agreeing to speak with me today. And as you probably know, the big topic is the Brightspace implementation. So you are the LMS Administrator. Tell us, how is everything going with the Brightspace transition?
I think it's going fairly well. I mean, we've hit challenges and we overcome them as we're getting closer and more people are using the system. There's far more questions coming in. So, everybody's kind of learning this at, kind of the same pace, which is, kind of quick. Right now, I'm really concentrating more on the back end than on the core side, but the DL staff have been excellent on taking care of that. So, right now we just kind of have to focus on what we really need to be working on. And for me, it's more taking care of the back end.
Do you think we are well on our way to launch it successfully?
Yeah, I think we are. I mean, it's going to launch. There's going to be some hiccups. I've been through 4 LMS changes in the time I've been with C&M. I started with WebCT and have been through all the changes that we've had from there. And so, yeah, we'll launch, and there's going to be, some hurdles as we go along, but it smooths out a little bit over time. And as people get used to the system and they get more familiar and comfortable with using it, all that just kind of settles down. But, at first it is a little rough, and I'll be honest about that.
It was a big learning curve for all of us, and it still is.
And,
So,
in the pros and cons, there's things I've found that, some things were easier in Blackboard than in D2L, but also reverse. There's things that are easier in D2L than there were in Blackboard. It's just kind of navigating those and getting used to the new routine, getting used to new tools. And that's a bit of a challenge with, the amount of people that need to be trained and, somewhat proficient on this system. So, I think everybody's chipped in really heavily, the instructional staff, the distance learning department, IT, we're all working very diligently on this thing.
that's right. And we're getting really close to the full launch. Of course, we're already in Brightspace. We're all working in it and tweaking courses and building. But the big launch will happen after December 19th, when everybody will be able to log into it, and winter intersession courses will be in Brightspace. So that's exciting.
Yep. And it seems like the pilot courses we've done in the fall have been going relatively very smoothly. To me, that's a very good sign. I mean, it is,
Absolutely.
only a handful of courses, but, that's still a positive report that they're getting through this and students are able to adapt and the instructors are adapting to it. Yeah, I like the interface students get in Brightspace. I do think it's a very nice navigation for them. And, I've been doing IT for a long time, so some of this stuff is somewhat intuitive to me, but it seems like even if it's not, people pick it up relatively quickly. And, with an LMS, there's a lot of moving parts. It's, got tentacles with the integrations into all the publishers. There are a lot of moving parts in this.
But I'm glad to hear that everything is getting done, and so we will launch successfully.
Yeah, we're
Thank you.
populating classes, we're populating courses, instructor assignments, and we'll be rolling students into Brightspace into their courses here very shortly. And we've been auto-enrolling the students into the Jumpstart course in D2L. So that'll be another little benefit. When students first log in, they'll be able to go into that Jumpstart course and at least familiarize themselves with D2L.
That is great to hear. I'm so grateful for all the work you all have done and all the support you give us. And thank you so much for your time today.
Oh, my pleasure. Like I said, I'm always available for your guys' questions. I may not be able to answer them right at the moment because I'm learning too, but I will at least go into or point you in the right direction to find an answer for these things.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, Judith.